Hey, what's up? So today I want to do a reaction or review of the song Back on Dash by DJVI. This is an NCS release that is in collaboration with Geometry Dash. And based on what I've seen, this song has kind of mixed reviews. And some of the things I've seen are pretty harsh on the song. So today I want to go through each section of the song and try to make a case for why I think it's a pretty good track and a great NCS release. So for the beginning melody of the track, I think it's really nice and I think it's a good callback to the original Back on Track. And you can immediately tell that it's a remake or an updated version of it. And since I've played Geometry Dash in the past a lot, I think it's kind of nostalgic to see this kind of song or a remake of this song on NCS, which was also a big part of my taste in music. Now, around the 14-second mark, the melody switches up to something different, and I think it's a very nice contrast to the original. It honestly works very well as a transition melody between the intro and the drop, and it builds this sort of tension that does a good job at moving the song forward. It also reminds me of another song by DJVI called Space Raiders. Now for the main part of the song, the drop. When I first heard the drop, I was pretty hyped because I really enjoyed how it sounded. It really sounded like an updated, modern version of the original Back on Track. I've seen many people hate on it, but I think it accomplished everything it needed to be. It flowed very smoothly, and it was also just satisfying to listen to. The drop also has a nice swing to it, so it's very easy for your head to just naturally swing to the beat. And in general, the drop is very sonically pleasing to your ears. The layering of the synths are pretty good, and overall the production is solid. Now around the 1 minute mark, the melody comes back. It's nothing really remarkable. This whole song is obviously not too mind-blowing or anything, but it's just a chill track that is nice to listen to. And I do kind of wish that it expanded more on this melody because I do think it works better as the transition melody that we heard earlier. At 1 minute 19, at the start of the second part of the song, I think it's pretty interesting because I view it as an interpretation or a variation of the middle section of the original Back on Track, but it just switches that up a little. Again, it flows very smoothly, but I do think that the original melody in the original Back on Track is a little more catchy. So for the drop at 2 minutes and 6 seconds, I really liked it, and I really liked the melody more than the first drop. In my opinion, it builds on the iconic melody of the first drop that is used in Geometry Dash and makes it even more emotional. It's also the same in the first song, where I like the second drop more than the first. In addition, I feel like this part of the song elevates it and makes it seem like there's an actual story being told, and it's really good at making it seem like you're being taken on an adventure. Now for the ending of the song, DJVI ends it with the actual melody taken from the ending of Back on Track. And I think it's very nice. It's a nice, simple, and sweet ending to it, and I enjoyed it a lot. Now for my ending thoughts, my finishing thoughts. This song had a lot of mixed reviews, and the first thing I've heard about it was that it was very generic and basic. But in my opinion, I think it's anything but that, because the song is very well recognized and it is an iconic remake. And it kind of shows the evolution of DJVI as an artist. And it's not meant to be anything mind-blowing or innovative. It's just like a callback to an old song in a fun, chill way for this special event. And I have to mention that the geometry dash level used is really beautiful and really well made. And I feel the word generic has just lost its meaning here. If you want to listen to something that's actually generic, then go listen to Slap House, because I feel like that music is actually generic and unrecognizable. And while this song really is not that generic. Another thing that I've heard people say is that it's just another copy of Back on Track. So DJVI has remixed this once before in a song called Back on Track 2.0, but I feel like we should give each track more credit than just being another copy. That's just because it uses the same melody as the original Back on Track. Each one has its own vibe and its own purpose. For example, the original, while the production isn't the best and it's kind of basic, it had a lot of special meaning to DJVI himself, and it feels like the vibe he was going for was something like the feel of a new beginning. Back on Track 2.0 had a different style and vibe from the first one. First of all, the BPM is faster, the synths are more powerful and layered, and it is extremely energetic, so this feels like a song that you are supposed to dance to, or the type of song you would listen to in the gym while you're working out. Now Back on Dash brings the energy levels back down. It is more chill and it has more of a swing, and it feels like a celebration in a way. It's more emotional and more in-depth than the previous two, but it kind of comes at the expense that it could be seen as boring, and it's meant to be nostalgic. So in conclusion, this song wasn't disappointing at all. I was very excited to see a remake of one of the first EDM songs I've ever listened to make it on NCS. And overall, the track was nice to listen to and it was a pleasant surprise. And I feel like there's an opportunity for people to maybe re-listen to it again and try to understand it. Maybe read the description in DJVI's video of the song to maybe try to appreciate it more for what it is.